Hi everyone and welcome. I hope that you're all doing well today. My name is Jayme for those of you that are new to my channel, and for those of you that are returning, thank you for all of your support. This is going to be a general collective message. It's intended for whoever needs it. Please take the messages that resonate with you in your particular situation and drop the messages that do not. Alrighty, y'all, before we get into the cards and all the channeling, there is this message that was coming out during the pre-shuffle, and there's this individual here who, whose ego is a little hurt, a little bruised. They're feeling really guarded, really closed off, and it's giving the energy of somebody here is wanting to invite you into some kind of fight, but this person has already been stewing for quite some time. They have been in their thoughts and very closed off from the rest of the world. So I think when they invite you to this argument, I think that they're doing it calculated, because this is somebody here, like I said, who has already been stewing for quite some time. So there's been some kind of resentment, some kind of anger. For what reason, I don't know. But it's kind of giving the energy of somebody here just wants to pick a fight. So be very, very careful with how you respond at this time, just for your own karmic protection, because it's really given somebody here trying to find a scapegoat. So be very careful with that. But let's get into today's message. We are going to begin with the Doors of Destiny. Tap in with the angel numbers. Then we will pull out the tarot, and then we're going to spill the tea. Excuse me. Universe. What door is available to this collective at this time? We have the Door of Intuition, Insight, Perception, Awareness, Premonition, and Instinct. So pay attention to your intuition at this time. It's all about your perception and being hyper aware here. Some of you guys could even be receiving downloads in your dreams about something here that's coming up, or in a way that you need to be moving, or in a way that you need to be acting when you're presented through some kind of obstacle or some kind of circumstance here. And it's also about being aware. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't let your guard down at this time, but also rely on your instincts. If you feel like something is off, it's probably off. We have the Door of Mystery here at the bottom of the deck. We have Secret, Unknown, Enigma, Suspense, Intrigue, and Obscurity. Part of why I think somebody is all up in their ego and is allowing their ego to get the best of them, I think it's also because there's this energy of mystery around you where people don't know exactly what it is that you're up to. They don't know what your next moves are. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know what you're focusing on. So they have this kind of intrigue here because they see the person that you are now. And they see the moves that you're making, but something about it, to them, it's making them question themselves. It's making them feel uncomfortable within themselves. And instead of them going within to look at themselves, they're kind of wanting to take it out on you. So I don't know what recent switch up you've done, but people have like this, you're like this enigma at this time here. I'm also getting, people are getting a little freaked out too about your intuition. It's like you're being able to perceive things and perceive them in a way that, I don't know, it's kind of like, I feel like you're mirroring something, but not like mirroring or mimicking their attitude. I just feel like it's the response. It's like making them automatically, it's like how do I best explain? It almost feels like you're instantly doing like a return to sender. So it's like, I don't know if like somebody here has been like testing you or like saying things in certain ways or trying to make you feel bad about something here, but it's like the way that you're responding, and I don't feel like you're doing this very meanly, but the way that you're responding lately has been very, well, I think you need to look at that for yourself and understand why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, is what I'm really getting off of this. It's like this shift here where you're not taking anybody's bullshit at this time. And that could be part of the reason why somebody here is like fuming some more, because it's like they keep trying something and it's just not working. Universe, tell us more, please. It's like they can't bust down your walls. They can't get through your defenses at this time. Your wards are like locked and loaded. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. We have 1111, Portal Open, Make a Wish, Manifestation Gateway, and 7777. You are divinely guided, deep soul resonance. Continue to follow your guides, your intuition here. Somebody does not want you to go through this portal, or it's kind of like they are trying to tag along. Maybe by inviting you to this fight and hoping that you will lash out or that you will retaliate. You know, they're kind of hoping that that would affix themselves to you as you go through this next portal, this manifestation gateway that is open to you. It's like this energies here that are trying to linger on. We have 222. You're in perfect alignment. Trust the process. Everything is working out as it should. I just heard the universe say, don't fuck up the bag. So it's like you're going through this doorway and they're like, all right, don't fuck this up now. You're almost there. You're almost there. Do not look back. Don't look back. You'll turn into a pillar of salt. You're going to drop the bag. We have 1122 and 911. You are here to uplift humanity. In spiritual emergency or soul calling, answer the call. Answer the call. You are here to uplift humanity. You are not here to play it small, collective. You are divinely guided. You are here to uplift humanity. I don't feel like this is a spiritual emergency for you with everything else that is open. I just think that you need to pay attention as to what energies are trying to latch onto you as you are stepping into this new portal. As your manifestations are being greenlit, essentially. Continue to trust in your emotions. Continue to trust in your intuition. Something here about your emotions. It's given the energy like somebody here does not like the fact that you are such in control of your emotions at this time. They don't like the fact that you're trying to uplift humanity. And however which way you do it, there are many different ways that people can tap into their soul calling. We have 999, endings, completions, and making room for the new. That's what it is. That's why they're trying to latch on, because they know that something new is getting ready to come in. They don't want this completion. They don't want this cycle to end. These could be individuals that maybe in the past were able to get one over on you, or maybe have been able to bypass or lessen their karma by being able to, like I said, latch themselves onto you. And maybe it has something to do with your emotions. Your emotions could be very powerful. You could be somebody here who feels really deeply, and that affects your mindset. It affects your mental state, which affects your manifestation. Somebody here knows how powerful you are in that regards. That's why they're trying to latch on to you. They don't want this cycle to be over. It's like Maybe part of them being angry right now, too, is them saying, well, the collective has a big heart. Or if they're supposed to be this love and light and have this big heart, why aren't they letting me in? It's like, you do have a great heart, but for everybody else. You know, when it comes to dealing with certain energies, not every energy deserves the fullness of your heart. Somebody doesn't understand that you're just protecting yourself and protecting your own energy. So maybe they're even trying to use that against you, but don't fall for it. Again, it's another one of their tricks. Don't fall for them going, oh, but you're supposed to be this earth angel, this divine being, this starseed, this indigo child, whatever title you like to give yourself. At the end of the day, it's all just semantics. We're all just energy. But just because you are a kind-hearted person doesn't mean that you need to be open to energies that have ill intentions. And that's the part that's pissing them off even more. It's not the fact that you're not letting them in, it's the fact that you're seeing through their ill intentions. Whew. Alrighty, we're gonna pull out the tarot dice. Things might get a little loud, so if you're sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe. What is going on in collective energy? And what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? Excuse me. We have the Tower sideways and the Page of Pentacles reversed. A shakeup is coming to town. There's a major shakeup here. There is going to be news that somebody here does not want to hear, because we also have the Knight of Swords reversed. Whatever this news is, it's traveling fast. It has to do with an opportunity here that I felt like somebody here has been counting on. I just heard somebody counted their chickens before they hatched. Somebody here is getting something taken away. Something's not panning out the way that they want it to. Maybe that's why somebody here is getting even more angry, because things are falling apart for them in their life. The Tower talks about some kind of false contract or some kind of choice that somebody made that was not in the highest good and not with the Most High. That's why this is the universe, God, striking that tower down. You know, this is somebody here who tried to erect something ungodly, undivine. They had a choice, though. They had a choice. But they continued to push through it and say, you know what? I am going... It's like somebody here was trying to play the role of God. But something here is going to come crashing and tumbling down. We have the Seven of Wands here sideways. Somebody here is not going to be able to defend themselves. They're not going to be... There's no excuse for what it is that they have done. There's going to be some kind of revelation here. Because as the bricks keep falling, right, that's when the damage gets to be seen. We have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Something is happening very quickly. It's like something is coming down as quickly as it went up. Maybe somebody rushed something, because typically when it comes to the Tower, right, it talks about skipping steps. It talks about energy of like, oh, well, I know better. Or I can do better. Or, like, what does God know? Or, what has God ever done for me type of energy. I don't know. This is feeling like somebody here who has lost faith, or even somebody here who could even be an atheist. King of Swords reversed. Okay. That's somebody very immoral, very unjust. This is somebody who doesn't do the right thing. They bend the truth. They bend the facts to best serve them. Somebody are willing to do things at all costs. This is somebody here who would, I wanted to say, like, have, like, predatory contracts. Somebody here who's very self-serving. This is somebody here who has ill intentions. This is the type of person who will, like, come up to you out of nowhere and be like, yo, I had this idea. We could do this, 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 and this. And then it's like... But you have to ask yourself, why? Why are they asking you to get involved in something? Because they've obviously thought it through. There's an energy of somebody who has thought something through. They've been stewing. And now they're recognizing that everything that they have built up is now coming crumbling down. And somehow it's collective's fault. Because somebody here was trying to manipulate the situation. They were trying to manipulate their own reality. But by them doing it, by this choice, by not following divine law, by not following universal law, by permeating or infusing reality with all of these lies, it altered other people's fates. And it altered the course of natural direction. I don't know what energy I'm tapping into today. Strong Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini. Libra energy here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. It's also somebody here is losing their independence, whatever freedom they thought that they had. Somebody here was doing their best to try and stand alone, or to make it seem like they don't need anybody else, or trying to put off this appearance that they are very successful and independent, and that they're somebody who does for themselves, but in all actuality, they're not. Not in the reverse, with this King of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Wands reversed. Somebody's going to have to reevaluate their next plans. They're not going to be able to move forward. This is a lack of drive, a lack of work ethic, a lack of discipline. Somebody's lies are finally catching up to them. Somebody's now... Their whole life was built on a lie. It's actually kind of sad. But yet they're still... I want to say stemming. I don't even know what stemming is. Somebody here is stemming. I don't know. Somebody's losing it. Universe. Tell us more, please. Something didn't want to come together. Facade and creation. Somebody is trying to create some kind of facade, some kind of false reality. And it's not coming together. Something is not coming together for them. Some kind of lie. Maybe this could even be something here that they promised as well to maybe somebody else, because the tower has the lovers that are being casted out of it. So it's like somebody here got their own people to follow them. So this is somebody here who wanted to be seen as a leader but led people down the wrong path. Now they're in grief because they're not getting the perfect life that they want. No life is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Everyone can define what perfect means to them differently. What I think is a perfect life is different than you. We all have different hopes, we all have different goals, we all have different wants, needs, and desires. But the way that somebody was going about trying to make theirs, I don't understand why it involved so many different lies. Somebody here is receiving news. And this could be news about something financial. It could be about an opportunity. Maybe somebody here was counting on a job, or they were counting on a promotion. They're not going to get it. Maybe somebody here was counting on some kind of payoff, or maybe even counting on some kind of legal matter to go in their favor. That's not going to happen. We have the Two of Cups reversed. Somebody's relationships are being questioned. Universe, tell us more. We have passion. We have impatience at the bottom in prayer. And dissipating. This is very interesting. Somebody here is pursuing their passions. They're following their soul's calling. This could most certainly be you. Maybe you don't have time for these games or for these types of energies here. You've had no choice but to evolve. Because you see right through. You know who your op is. You know who your enemy is. And I'm not saying that this person is inherently a bad person, but the energy that they're in, maybe they're possessed by an entity, or maybe this is an entity that's been possessing people around you to, I don't know, to try and get you to submit. Take this however it resonates for your particular situation, but you're following your soul's calling. Maybe somebody here is trying to stop you from pursuing that. Because again, they're trying to latch on to you. They're trying to latch on to you so they too can get through the portal. So it's like you have been this person's like free ride, energetically, spiritually. So this could definitely be an individual here who plays dumb. This could even be, I did say something here about an atheist. Maybe this is somebody here who, maybe they don't believe in anything specifically here, but they do something here about the 48 laws of power. Maybe somebody has been trying to use that to their advantage. Or this is somebody here who knows about spiritual people. Or they know the gifts that you possess here, but they don't want you to embrace them. They liked it better when they were able to latch themselves onto you to keep you at service to them, instead of you sharing your gift with the world to heal humanity, to uplift humanity. So there could have been an energy here of somebody trying to be selfish with your energy, and now they're mad at you because you caught on to their ill intent. We have recovery. You are being given the keys to the kingdom. And somebody here has been rejected. So this is somebody here who's could have been trying to spiritually envelope themselves in your signature here in hopes to receive the keys for themselves, or trying to, maybe that was part of this tower that's crumbling down now, is that somebody here was trying to pose as you spiritually. This could even be somebody here who altered and tried to pose as you energetically, or trying to take your energetic signature. Like, for example, like, say this is somebody here who was trying to take your inheritance from you. They were trying to take your energy signature away from you, take your aura away from you, and paint you out to be this horrible, bad person that doesn't deserve whatever, but they want to be seen how you're seen. So the only way to do that is to tarnish your reputation and tarnish your image. Or this could even have been somebody here who has been, doesn't even have to be an atheist. This could just be somebody here who is into the dark arts. And because, you know, they view you as the problem for them not getting what they want, you know, maybe they've been doing dark work, trying to say, oh, collective doesn't deserve their inheritance or their blessings or whatever, and, you know, they're really lying, right? They're not real, right? Trying to say, but I'm them. This could even be like somebody in your friend group who tries to act like you, mimic like you, or even somebody in the office at work. Like, you could introduce something new and then they're all about it. Like, oh, well, I've been doing that forever. Like, maybe you created some Excel sheet. And it's like they want to take the credit for it. Oh, well, I was the one that gave collective the idea and I worked with them on it. And I was the one who told them to fix this. And I taught them that shortcut. You know what I mean? And it's that type of pick me type of energy. But either way, you were recovering what was taken from you. You're recovering the keys to the kingdom, to your kingdom, because you've been following your passion. You haven't given up on your soul's calling, on your soul mission. Universe, please tell us more. That gift in the reverse. Somebody here is receiving news about some kind of a loss. Thief in the reverse, judication in the reverse, and distant horizons. Somebody here thought that they weren't going to be seen as a thief, but they are. This is happening in the very, very near future. Something's happening really fast. Universe, give us one more, please. This could have even been for a small select few of y'all. Like, you guys could have been dealing with a coven or some kind of cult group here. And I don't know, maybe their leader, maybe their gifts are being taken away because they've misused them. Or this could even be like somebody in your family who was trying to rob your gifts from you. We have change. Some kind of change is coming here. We have child at the bottom of the deck and unexpected income. I'm getting with this child, this has all to do with your inner child. This all has to do with the fact that you have healed all of your wounds. You have moved forward. You're not easily triggered as what you were before. This 18 also breaks down to a 9, 9, 9. This is all about closure and change. A major completion here. You're no longer, for some of you, there have been these people or individual. Wow, 27 also breaks down to a 9. 999. Major completion here. For some of you, they were able to use your wounded child against you. But all they ended up doing was exposing their own wounded child. Because now that you've healed yours, you're not afraid to let yourself out to play. You know that you're free. You know that you're sovereign. And you're receiving some kind of unexpected income. So it's like somebody here is receiving a loss and you're receiving a blessing. So as you're on the up and up, they're on the down and out. They're on the down and out. Poverty here at the bottom of the deck. Sorry, that was driving me crazy. Universe, please tell us more. You know, this 17 breaks down to an 8. What goes around comes back around. Something here about from now until August, or maybe from now until the end of Mercury retrograde, it's like this rebalancing act is taking place. See, 6 of Wands, victory, 9 of Cups. You will have your dreams come true. Universe, please tell us more. I love how the universe is flipping them all into like one pile. The Magician, the 3 of Wands reversed, and the 8 of Cups. And the World. This is very, very interesting. I feel like somebody here is being stopped with this 3 of Wands reversed. Somebody here is not going to be able to move forward, or they're not going to be able to move in the direction that they thought they were going to go into. I do see somebody here walking away, headed towards happiness, headed towards wish fulfillment, leaving behind an emotionally dissatisfying situation here, putting all of their tools together in order to manifest some kind of new future, or taking back their power. I never got that with the Magician card, but this is somebody here taking back their power, taking back their voice, their opportunity, their love, their drive, and their passion in order to make some kind of a change here. You've reclaimed all of you that has been missing. We have the World, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Cups reversed. There's the gaggle of biatches, to put it nicely. There's an ending that is happening here. This could be one individual with both of these queens reversed. It could be a feminine energy, male or female, but somebody here who, again, is that pick-me. Or this could be 2 separate individuals here. We have one person here who's really concerned about looks. We have one person who constantly gives sob stories. We have one person, this Queen of Cups, doesn't really care about anybody else. They're very selfish. This is somebody here who doesn't even trust in their own intuition. They need constant validation and attention from other people. Same with this Queen of Wands, but this Queen of Wands is more like forceful about it. This is somebody here who likes people talking about them, even if it's negative, because at least in their sick and twisted head, it lets them think that you still actually care. You know, those people who want to get that fight out of you. Knight of Cups. This is somebody here who wants to come in and offer some kind of false apology. But you're no longer trapped. You now see things differently. You see this person differently. And that's the part that they're most mad about, is the fact that on how you view them, your perception of them. It's the end. The end is near. 6 of Pentacles reversed. Somebody here is not receiving something that they thought they were going to receive. 6 of Cups in the Moon. This all has to do with some kind of long-held projection. 5 of Wands, and it had to do with something here about some kind of competition. And this could have been an enemy hiding in your own camp. Somebody here who, you know, acts like they're working with you, or pretends that they're working with you, or tells everybody that they're working with you, but they're really working against you. Page of Swords reversed and the Death card. Again, that's news that somebody here doesn't want to hear. Somebody here didn't have all of the facts. They didn't do the research in whatever it is they were doing. They had a choice. They had a choice. They rushed through something. They didn't look deeper, and now something here is coming to an end. This is a forced rebirth. Meanwhile, you, the phoenix coming out of the ashes, are getting ready to spread your wings. So somebody here wants to try and pull you down. They've been stewing. Universe, tell us more, please. The Five of Cups reversed. And the Hanged Man reversed. Strong Pisces energy here. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Strength reversed. Somebody here is not putting in any work or effort into bettering their own situation here. They're allowing their ego to get the best of them. You see right through this. Somebody here is dodging responsibility. And they're using their ego in order to, as a reason. Eight of Wands reversed. Again, that's news. News traveling fast that somebody doesn't want to hear. Queen of Cups reversed. Again, this selfish individual. Somebody here wanted you focused on a loss, but I feel like you're no longer focused on that loss. You've healed and recovered from that. You're focused on what it is that you do have instead of being focused on what you don't have. You could be dealing with somebody here who's more focused on what it is that they don't have. And that's what causes them to make poor choices. The Ace of Swords and the Four of Swords. This is truth. This is clarity. Something here is definitely being laid to rest. And you know what's being laid to rest? An individual here who's been trying to win at all costs. Because this 4 in Ace of Swords equals a 5 of Swords. This is somebody here who always wants to win. Always has a vendetta. Always has a plan to try and get back. This is somebody here who's unable to think about other people's but themselves. So they think that you doing something for the betterment of yourself is an attack on them. 3 of Swords and the Hermit. The 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody here is going right to an ego death. They're being forced to isolate and to go within, all because of their choices. What goes around comes back around. Somebody here has only ended up hurting and betraying themselves. So it's like everything that they lined up for you, maybe when, you know, I'm really feeling with this situation, I feel like you made a decision here that was best for yourself. Somebody held on to some kind of anger and resentment, trash talked you, but the trash talk went so far that it, like I said, it infiltrated so many different people, so many different realities, so many different truths that it caused a ripple in the timeline, in the fabric of time itself, by somebody here creating a false reality, a false narrative based on you. And all it takes is a group of people, or even people outside of their group, to view you in a specific way in order to cause your reality to be shifted. Maybe this would have blocked you. This could have blocked you from potential employers or promotions here, if this is in the workplace, right? Because, you know, higher ups had a specific idea of you. If this is love, like if this is an ex or someone that you're separating from, they're trash talking you so much that, like, you don't have the opportunity to date because the dating pool has been tainted. Or maybe this is your friend or an old friend who ran their mouth about you. And same thing, dating pool has been tainted, or your friend group has been tainted. This could be a family member who tainted your name to the rest of the family to try and get you out of an inheritance, or to have these people not help you and to help them, even though they didn't deserve it because they should have put in their own work. Somebody here who constantly has love on the brain. They're always fantasizing, always daydreaming. Is this somebody here who doesn't want to sacrifice? Universe, please tell us more. Love on the brain. Somebody who pretends to be into you. Bad karma. For an individual who has no facts, always makes shit up. Somebody who constantly lies, you're uninterested, and that's why now they're crying over you, because their shit-talking isn't working. Somebody who only knows how to talk shit, they have no facts here. Constant projections. Okay, that was way too many, universe. Phew, somebody's going under legal issues. That's why they're trying to make you an offer, because they know some kind of change is coming. This is somebody here who's hooked. Hooked and haunted. They're hooked and haunted on you being unbothered and the fact that you have reflected. It's like they can't, they're hyper-focused on making you to be the reason as to why they're suffering. It's your fault. It's your fault that you made them do what they did. You can giggle about that, collective. You can giggle. That's kind of funny. Universe. Somebody here has a bad reputation. Their reputation's going to be seen. The world's going to see their reputation. Some kind of screenshots here are getting exposed. You're being asked to dust something off. Somebody here who's been marrying for money, or this is somebody here that gets into relationships for money. Any type of relationship. They use all the people around them. They like the attention. They like feeling showered. It makes them feel good about themselves. This is somebody here who has unhealed childhood trauma. Classic narcissistic traits and qualities. I said traits and qualities. I'm not calling somebody a narcissist. Only their therapist can do that. Somebody here has even been trying to abuse divination to try and figure out what it is that you're up to. Trying to figure out your next moves, your next steps. How can they stop you? How can they block you? This person here has been holding a grudge. They can light all the candles that they want, but it's not going to touch you. Maybe they should wish for something different when they blow out their birthday candles, instead of wishing hate on you, or wishing... I wanted to say wishing unalivement on you. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Did nobody else listen to the Pussycat Dolls, or was that just me? Maybe it was just me. I'm gonna be right back, collective. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Alrighty, y'all. I am back. Universe, please tell us more. Please tell us more. Whew. Somebody here is trying to destroy some kind of recording. Maybe something here was recorded. Maybe something here on video or an audio. I just pictured like a voice recorder or something. Something about a deposition. Maybe something here got exposed during a deposition. For those of you dealing with the legal situation, we have a record here that is being set straight. The record is being set straight on how far maybe somebody's envy went, this hater who was also trying to keep you a secret. So this is somebody here who hates on you in public, but secretly still acts like they're your BFF or they're your number one type of energy. You were sexually protected from this person or from these people, from this group. These people could even be trying to do like sex rituals, or they could be, you know, doing self-care, if you are following me, self-care. to you to try and like harness on your energy, to try and attach themselves onto you. It's weird and creepy. We rebuke that in the mighty name of Yeshua. Yeah, sexual protection came out. But you're too emotionally intelligent. So this is somebody here who's pissed off at the fact, for some of you, that you're not sleeping with them or you're not giving them anything. You're not trying to get their attention. This doesn't even have to be sexually. For some of you, yes. We have fake friends. The police are definitely involved in this situation. Somebody could even been trying to send you people your way to sleep with you, to distort your image. Somebody are just trying to put on some kind of a show. But there's a screenshot here. Maybe the police got wind of this screenshot. Somebody was trying to create some kind of bad reputation for you. Maybe trying to claim that you were some kind of a hoe. Or they were just insinuating that you were a hoe, but you're not. Maybe this person's a hoe? Maybe you've been dealing with a family member who's secretly a hoe, and they've been trying to act like you're the hoe of the family? Somebody here has been getting a room. It's time for you to watch shit go down, enjoy the gossip. Now this person's depressed. This hater. Somebody here is just a hater. You know, I've come to learn something about haters. Haters don't really hate other people. And to the haters that are watching, you're not really hating me. You're just hating parts about yourself. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. And I really hope that you truly do find the healing one day. It all has to do with bad choices. People need to start making better choices. People need to start acting out of drama. I mean, that should sell tickets to the movies or get viewers to stream their programming, but, you know, after a while, people don't like to live in drama. You could be dealing with a toxic individual here, somebody who doesn't like peace or is very unsettled when there's peace, because when there's peace, the focus is on them, right? They're not focused on the chaos. Somebody who likes chaos. They thrive better in chaos because they don't have to focus on themselves. Alright, let me clean this up. We're gonna get some character clues, and we're gonna find out some more info. Actually, before I do that, universe, please give us some zodiac signs. Who could be involved in this whole situation? Who's involved in this situation, universe? So a Sagittarius, a Taurus, and a Pisces could be involved. This could be you, it could be them. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have a Libra here at the bottom of the deck. It could be a Libra involved somehow. Universe, please give us some character clues. So we have fire, earth, and water here. And air. All of the elements are present. This could even be a double confirmation for you with that magician and having all of the elements present, right? Because the air is swords, water is the cup, earth is the pentacle, and fire is the wand. You have all of the tools at your disposal at this time. Something here about you being multi-dimensional. We have a mole. Somebody here could have a mole. Universe, please give us some character clues. We have a gamer, exaggerated feelings. Somebody here could exaggerate their feelings. We also have exaggerated features. Somebody here could, you know, they could have big ears, they could have a big nose, maybe, you know, I have like a non-existent top lip, whatever. My bottom lip is more exaggerated than my top one. You know, somebody here could have exaggerated features, or somebody here could exaggerate their features with makeup or like contour, or even something like a BB, is it like a BBL? Isn't that the thing, the new trend nowadays? Or even like somebody here could be like cinching their waist. Again, no shade, just saying. Universe. Universe, please give us some more character clues. Please give us some character clues. Somebody here could be a gamer. They could play PC games. Or somebody here just thinks that everything's a game. Somebody here could ride a motorcycle. Something here about the color yellow. Somebody here could be tall. Yellow could be somebody's favorite color. Or somebody here trying to... Is yellow the color of the solar plexus? I could be wrong. I think that's orange. Again, this tall person. There's definitely somebody here who's taller. This is somebody here that wants to be seen as somebody who's taller than you or bigger than you. Or they think that they're bigger than everybody. That they're bigger and badder and the best. Somebody here could be an immigrant. We do have a long nose. Somebody here could have markings. They could have henna. Or they could have a lot of skin markings. Maybe it's all these moles or freckles or something. Somebody could also even write on themselves, or somebody could have a lot of scars on them. Maybe somebody here works with their hands, or... I don't know. We have a sharp face. Somebody here could have a sharp face. Universe, please give us some character clues. Somebody here could have fun colored hair. Maybe somebody here likes to dye their hair. Somebody here could have a lot of piercings. This could be your neighbor. Somebody's neighbor's involved somehow, or maybe they've been using your neighbors to keep an eye on you. Somebody here who could be very clean cut. Somebody else could have an oval face. It could be a step, foster, or adoptive sibling here that's involved. No, we definitely have sibling, brother or sister, light skin. Somebody here could be light skin. Maybe somebody, maybe you're, I don't know, maybe there's some colorism happening here within a step family or a blended family or something here. Somebody here could even be trying to use your own siblings to go against you, or maybe it was your own sibling that went against you. Or this is somebody here that tries to act like they're your rightful sibling when they're not. You know, somebody is not understanding that you're not bound by blood. Somebody here could have a red car. Somebody here could be extremely immature. There's a white car that's involved here somehow. There are two different faces here, so maybe one person has a sharp face, one person has an oval face. Maybe it was this whole karmic couple that went up against you. Because, I don't know, they can't make anything happen for themselves, so they were trying to, you know, have you taken down a peg or two for you not to receive what was rightfully yours. We have elderly. Somebody here could be elderly. Somebody here could need a senior discount. We have a beauty mark. This could have been your sibling trying to, I don't know, have whoever's elderly in your family, have the older people, your grandparents or whatever, look at you differently, or, I don't know. We have green eyes here at the bottom of the deck. Somebody here could have green eyes. Universe, give us some more character clues. Somebody who could have curly hair, somebody who could be of tribal descent, somebody who could be muscular, somebody's cousin is definitely... It's a whole family affair up in here. We have a blue car. Somebody here could drive a blue car. Somebody here could be a practitioner, a shaman, a minister, a priest, prayer warrior, root work. Like Christina Yang, maybe somebody, like Christina Yang says, you know, this could be somebody here who's evil spawn. We have an Aries could be involved. You could be an Aries. Somebody here could be extremely youthful. This could be you, collective. You could be extremely youthful here. Somebody here could wear a lot of black clothing. Maybe they do a lot of things in the dark. Maybe that was a recording that they're trying to destroy. This person who's a daredevil, reckless person who enjoys doing dangerous things. I don't know, maybe you have like a muscular cousin who maybe doesn't want you to receive something from the family. So maybe they worked with your step-siblings or something like that, and your neighbors as well. Maybe you don't know that your cousin is your neighbor. Maybe your neighbor is your cousin. And they've been reporting back to your family. Maybe you don't talk to your family. Universe, please tell us more. Universe, please tell us more. A warrant has been issued for somebody's arrest, maybe for a corrupt judge. Somebody who could have used a corrupt judge, or this corrupt judge could have issued a warrant out for your arrest, but ultimately it was never followed through because somebody did their due diligence. Karma here is now playing out. Or this could be somebody here who is having a warrant issued for their arrest, for coming up against you. The police already seen the screenshots. Maybe that's all they needed to get this warrant. We have red tape, a system deliberately designed to entangle you. So somebody here wanted you entangled by some kind of red tape. We have pride, somebody who cares more about how they look, very image-based. We have somebody here who's a hothead. Maybe this hothead who needs anger management, who has temper tantrums, is having a warrant issued after their arrest. Maybe because something was caught on surveillance and they're being caught up. This hobosexual who uses people for a place to stay, who is trying to create red tape for you, who is trying to entangle you. Why? Because you wouldn't give them a place to stay? You wouldn't marry for money? Family, friend, lover, business? Gaslighting, denying someone's reality or perceptions to make them doubt their sanity. Somebody who was trying to make you seem like you were crazy. The body cam. Something here was caught on body cam footage. Something here was caught on body cam footage. Something here is unrequited. This person does not love you. It's one-sided love. It's not requited. This gaslighter could, this homosexual gaslighter could have even been saying that you were, that you left him out in the cold, you left them with no place to stay, but that's not the truth. Maybe the truth is they decided to walk away because they thought the grass was greener on the other side, but come to find out it wasn't, so it's easier to say that you kicked them out and you wouldn't take them back as opposed to saying, yeah, you know what, I cheated. I left. Whatever the case is. And now they're getting themselves caught up because they're so angry at themselves that the reality that they spoke into existence never stuck. And that's why now they're mad at you for not falling for their trap, for not allowing you to be entangled. We have evidence. Proof is surfacing. Look closer. Available body of facts or information indicating whether a belief or proposition is true or valid. So some kind of evidence is coming out. Like I said, something here is happening fast. Somebody here is skipping steps and cutting corners. Trying to create a shadow contract. They're trying to make you agree to something out of fear. Maybe trying to use their pride. Oh, what is everybody else in the family going to say? Maybe this has something to do with your own sibling here, and you might be even called to testify. And, you know, people are trying to use fear to be like, oh no, what is everybody going to say? You're going to turn on your own family? But it's like that person turned on you in the first place. So why should you be the one that have loyalty when they don't? We have a jury. Others are going to be weighing the truth and the evidence. This whole thing is going to go to trial, my friend. This homosexual wanted a place to stay so bad, they're going to get one. Could be like a couch surfer. This could be a whole fuckboy. Maybe this homosexual is a fuckboy. This could be a whole man who acts like a woman here who wants to get a payout. You know, they think that just because they can, just because they can hammer something, they automatically think that, you know what, they get the keys to the home. Lives beyond their means, spending more than one earns, using credit or loans to cover expenses, trying to keep up with their image. This person, fugitive, person who is running away, typically to avoid arrest or prosecution, or to escape from a dangerous or undesirable situation, running from the truth, pain, or themselves. This person's a fugitive of them own selves, from their own pain, hiding from the truth, running from the truth, trying to maintain some kind of an image here. This person could have been trying to claim that you were the sexual one. Meanwhile, they're the ones that are sleeping with people for a place to stay. We have interrogation. Somebody is being interrogated, or they will be, because that warrant has been issued. There's a whole corrupt judge here. Karma is definitely playing out. Somebody could have ratted them out. Somebody who betrays a group or their own associates by informing on them to the authorities. Maybe that's who sent the screenshot. We have possession. Somebody here could be possessed. This whole toxic person. They could be possessed by an entity or by a substance. A toxic person is someone whose behavior consistently brings negativity, conflict, and emotional distress to those around them, often exhibit manipulative, self-centered, and controlling behavior, stems from deeper issues like low self-esteem or personality disorders. Like I said, somebody here is stemming. The mastermind, somebody who orchestrated it all, but yet they act like they're so helpless. You know, but they're so used to getting their way with their sob stories. And they're batting their eyes. The corrupt police could be involved, who was working with a corrupt judge. Somebody here is complicit, involved with others in illegal activity or wrongdoing, knowing about a crime or activity that is wrong. So there's a whole bunch of people who know that something here is wrong, but they try to help cover it up because they care more about their pride and their image. These people who are not on your side, somebody here could be reporting back, trying to get info on you to weaponize. You need to look deeper at this time. Somebody here is trying to live up to some perfectionism standards. Somebody here could have even committed a crime of passion. They're running wild with their emotions. And something here is going to get retried. Judgment is being revisited. Universe, give us one more. Somebody here is being triggered. Old wound is screaming to be seen. And you know, Whoever this person is, this person here could have, I don't know, maybe they came from a broken home or something like that, and that's why they're triggered. Maybe that's why they're living as an F-boy or F-girl or whatever. Somebody here could be living a secret life. Maybe this F-boy is secretly DL. He's in the closet, but he's trying to keep up this image and that, you know, he's not. Somebody could exaggerate, represent something or themselves as being larger, better, or worse than it really is. This could even be somebody you're secretly in the closet and they're sending their whoever they're sleeping with to go up against you or to try and sleep with you. This is like really gross now. It's got like a whole group of like sexual deviants. Skipping steps and cutting corners. They're skipping steps and cutting corners. Be careful with trying to live a secret life. It will catch up to you. Alrighty, y'all. We're going to close this off with an affirmation and an oracle. Watch the show go down. Alrighty, we have two of them. We have positive thinking and ultimate potential. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. It's about tapping into your ultimate potential and embracing your positive thinking, because you are a pretty badass mind gardener. Yes, you are, collective. Our thoughts form our reality. Universe, please give us a final message for the collective. We have openness, 18. That also breaks down to a 9. Also breaks down to a 9. There's major endings and completions that are taking place in your energy right now. Observe, evaluate, and make inquiries before forming a conclusion. When the moon is waning in the crescent phase, it is a good time to begin to review endeavors and correct mistakes. It is time to throw out what you no longer need and clear away excess and old energy, including any clutter you may have accumulated. In addition to discarding excessive material things in your life, eliminate any unhealthy behaviors and relationships. You may find that you are trying to decide between two options. This card is not about making a decision, but more about taking the time to really listen to your heart and your inner voice. Ganesha advises you to gain more information before you act. This knowledge can be in many forms, including your innate knowledge, self-knowledge, secret knowledge, or even more historic wisdom. You may find that what you are attaining might be both mysterious and magical. You are in a conscious process of creative release. Give thanks and gratitude for the things that you have accomplished. Don't feel rushed or pressured to begin a new undertaking. Review your goals and regroup accordingly. Once you have all the necessary information, you will begin to feel motivated to set some new goals and start new projects. And that is what I have for y'all today. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.